SwissBorg is the official partner of my channel where you can buy, sell, hold, and more importantly stake your cryptocurrencies. You can even earn yield on your stablecoins. Sign up with my link and you'll earn up to $100 worth of their native token CHSB just for depositing €50 worth of crypto. SwissBorg.
Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's get started on Bitcoin then, shall we? We'll have a look at traditional markets. It's very early on a Monday morning, so plenty of stuff can happen. And this is basically just in everything's in first gear. But yesterday I was saying we're looking for a move on Bitcoin that would happen probably today. So we've woken up this morning, 8 hours into the first trading week, and yes, it's pumped already, hasn't it? Pump signals generated when the Chiku span closed outside of price action. The Bollinger Bands were pinching quite tightly, and also the 4 hourly was meandering above the Bollinger Band center. It was around here that we were making the video yesterday. So we had a bit of an up, a bit of a down, a bit of a sideways, a bit of a down, and then back up again. So we've ended up reaching the area that was highlighted on the chart and actually a little bit above it. So there was many time frames offering the same kind of resistance. First was the descending trend line of this old triangle formation which we broke out from, but the whole point of this triangle wasn't actually the triangle formation. It was a 50 exponential is what we were looking at, and I was using that as a trajectory so you could see the general direction of the 50 exponential. So yeah, we're back above it at the moment on the 4 hourly. Fair enough. In fact, we're above all major moving averages, only the 200 exponential and simple which are above us. And so if this is the kind of position that we're in right now, I'd be saying, all right, fair enough. If we can hold 27,200 back above this horizontal that we can see here, maybe things are looking all right, and we'll be moving up to around 28,000, which will be our next target. Because yeah, the 27,380, which was your 50 exponential, and the hourly was this 200, which was 27,380. And the daily had a resistance of this 10 exponential, which is actually 27,500. So lots of time frames here, offering many resistances, and all the way up to the daily, where the Bollinger Band center sits at 28,200. So we're still technically in a bearish formation, still consolidating until we close above here. Really, we could also probably slice a little bit of a trend line in here, but to be honest, it'd just be more mess on the chart. Let's just focus on the moving averages, which for me are the more important aspects of resistance than just diagonals and whatever. So yeah, we hit that move anyway that we dictated yesterday, so that's all working out just fine. And just for a little extra hopium, we closed the week above the 200 simple moving average, so the 200 weekly, which is still in an uptrend, and with the Bollinger Band fast approaching, yeah, every moment, every week that we close above that level offers these moving averages the opportunity to close above them. And once we've closed above them, everything's good again. Everything is good again. And we're in a long-term continuation of a trend. And to be fair, we are still in a trend. Obviously, we can't say we're not. That is still a series of higher highs and higher lows on the weekly. So that's the thing to take away. But today, like I say, it is Monday, and we've already hit the resistance that we were speaking of. So we'll just have to wait and see how the rest of the day unfolds. The trade that we spoke about yesterday has been executed. That's done, and now it's a matter of reassessing and waiting for another setup. This is for obviously futures trades. For spot trades, I'm still in from the 21,500, and I'm hoping to buy more lower, but it doesn't look like it wants to do that right now. But if it does, I'll be buying. So it's all good, whether you're up, down, or sideways. It's all good. Opportunities all over the place. Now, the euro. We're talking about the euro looking like it wants to consolidate now, which could be a problem for all markets, because this will correlate to the Dixie, and the Dixie will move up. And when the Dixie moves up, everybody gets a bit afraid and decides that that's it for, well, any position, start to sell. So we look at the euro as a precursor to that, like an early warning signal. Now we don't have a death cross, not quite yet. But we would likely get one. And what we'll be seeing now, I would expect, to be honest with you, would be a move up to around 109.4, which will then become the top, and then we will move down from there and consolidate. That's fine. You can see the 10 exponential and the dailies hitting that level as well. Again, yes, it's still a bullish chart, but we are curling over now, and so we have to respect that. The S&P, so this is the futures market, pre-market, not even a pre-market, but the futures market. So what we see here is still a bullish chart moving up retested the 200 exponential and trying to reclaim some of those zones. Again, it's just the futures market, so we'll have to wait till American markets open later on today to see what's going on. But it doesn't look all that bad. It doesn't look all that bad at all, to be honest with you. Yeah, just another retest of that 50 exponential, and we're still above all major moving averages on the daily. So with the euro bouncing up to this level, I would expect the S&P to continue to bounce up and maybe even break this area of around 4,200 and make a little new local high. Same thing going on with Bitcoin. I would expect to generally trend up while the euro is trending up, and then wait for what would probably be that rejection. And if we have a look at the Dixie and just finish off here, the Dixie is going to be pulling back. This is Dixie on the daily. Dixie can pull back to any one of these areas. And again, these aren't huge mega moves, but I would be looking to see the Dixie pull back by between 0.5 and 0.75%, around 0.75% max, and then find a new sort of bottomish area there where it bounces and trends up. I'm not saying that this is where the dollar reverses and goes on for a bull run or anything like that, but it is changing its behaviour ever so slightly, the euro also, and so we do have to be on our toes at this point, not quite as complacent as we have been since December and before, really, where we had this uptrend that we were loving. We also spotted the top, which we also loved. Then we got back in for the uptrend. We loved that now. So I think that now what we'll be looking for, in simple terms, is something along these lines, and see whether we bounce from here again or we do come down for lower. And if we do come down for lower, especially this low, things could be problematic. There's all kinds of geopolitical and just general political, economic reasons for the euro to actually fall a bit now. So let's just think about it in terms of not just the charts, but what's up. Ooh, that's a 3-year-old getting excited on the tablet there. And yeah, there's all kinds of other reasons outside of this chart, is what I'm saying, to expect further downside. However, if the Fed decide to pause, which they may, and the ECB decide to continue, which they probably are, then fundamentally on that side of it, the central bank side of things, should be enough to stop it from collapsing, back down to parity and below. But that is all. That's all part of the game. All right, it's all part of the game. On a technical basis, things look like they want to retest a higher, then come down lower, and maybe consolidate. And so we should be on our guard when it comes to trading more or less everything, because the Forex market has determined the last stage of this everything bounce and bottom and everything really that we've enjoyed probably getting on for the last year, really, when we were playing those bear market runs. Forex market has been a real big help to us. So anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Let's sit back, watch and wait. The trade that we made yesterday is done and dusted. Let's see how we can cope with these resistances on Bitcoin today. Anyway, take it easy. Have a good one.